Hello everyone, SharpPeter43 once again bringing you all another video. For the first time ever though, this is actually not going to be a video about Pokemon though. It's actually going to be about a brand new game that I'm going to play. Well, it's not a brand new game technically, it's actually a game that I have actually played years ago actually. So it's an old game, but it's actually new to the channel is what I'm trying to say. So yeah, the reason I'm doing this is just because at the moment I don't really have much to do. I don't really have any leagues to join at the moment, so I actually decided to actually take advantage of the opportunity to actually play other games, since now I actually am pretty much not obligated, like it's pretty much like I can't do anything Pokemon related when it comes to like Wi-Fi battles. Like you all know that you all follow me for Pokemon stuff basically, especially the battles basically, whether it be Smogon battles or Draft League battles. Now Draft League battles is something I've just not been into lately, or yeah, Smogon battles I've just not been into lately, whereas Draft League battles I've just not been able to get into a bunch of leagues lately. So it's just like, if I can't get in any, what am I supposed to do? There's really nothing I can do honestly, so I decided to just kind of, you know, play a different game basically, something that isn't Pokemon. So this is basically it. I'm gonna actually play a game that like I said, it's not Pokemon related, which means yeah, this might actually be quite a different experience to say the least. But yeah, here we go. Say hello to this game that I don't think anybody expected, especially if you're following me on YouTube. But it is kind of an attempt to call out a completely different community. I don't even know if that'll work though, but you know, it's worth a shot. But this is something that I don't think anyone who's been following me for a while now will expect, unless maybe they've been following me on Twitter or something. But other than that, then you probably did not see this coming. And again, this is an old game, so you might have heard of it if you actually see it, but if not, then well, say hello to this new game or something, I guess, even though it's not a new game by technicality. But yeah, here we go. This is the game. Yeah, here we go. See that? Yeah. Say hello, fellas, to a game related to Sonic the Hedgehog. Of all games I could have played, whether it be Smash or anything Mario related, I'm actually going to be playing a Sonic the Hedgehog game. And this is a pretty cool one, by the way. I mean, for starters, look at this sick ass intro that this game has. And it has Sonic like surfing on fucking, I don't know what that is, a rainbow or water or something. I don't even know what the hell it is, but it's cool. This man be surfing all over town, looking all badass and shit. The characters that are not related, like that are not necessarily typical of Sonic's companions basically, such as Tails and Knuckles, are also pretty good looking in this game too, especially in the animated format that they have here. However, fun fact, the game is not all like anime driven, like drawn and whatnot, like the game itself. This is just the introduction, like the intro video kind of a thing. I don't know how to say it, but it's something like that. But let me tell you that this shit looks so cool. One would actually believe that this shit happened right after the events of Sonic X, the anime. Even though, oh shit, my mic fell down. What the hell? Yeah. Sorry, it's just that I got a new stand for this mic, and actually I'm trying it out right now because lately I've been using a mic with a bunch of like attempts of hunching over, and that's actually been affecting me lately. So I kind of had to get like a stand that can kind of help me stay upright while narrating at the same time. And this stand kind of has the mic like very susceptible to falling. It's because I don't know how to use these honestly very efficiently yet, but hopefully I get the hang of it. But anyways, all that shit aside, say hello to this new game. It's called Sonic Riders. It's a game that was released on various platforms, such as the GameCube, the PlayStation 2, the Xbox, and the PC. And those are just a few, I think. I don't know if that's all of the ones that that they released this game on, but like all the platforms. But those are just the ones I know of. And as you can see, this is basically what the game's all about. It just has you riding like some kind of fancy board that lets you ride, like not necessarily on the ground, but kind of like on the air, kind of. It's a weird way to describe it, but yeah. And as you can see, the AI is messing up already because this is all like automated basically by the AI. But yeah, this is just kind of giving you a gist of how the game is all about. like what it's all about. And yeah, so this game came out like it says at the beginning of the screen, the title screen. It was released in 2006, and I actually got this game in 2007 or 8, somewhere around there, I feel, because I did get this game when I was in 7th grade, I think, and I got it via book order. You know those book order packets that you get in school, whether it be in elementary or middle school. You get these like book order packets that let you buy books just by submitting in like a order form or something like that, giving it to your teacher, and then they get whatever book you order. Well, for some random reason, Sonic Riders just so happened to be one of those games, and obviously I was intrigued by Sonic the Hedgehog. I have played a couple of his games before getting this game too, honestly. Like I remember playing Sonic 2, I think it was somewhere in 2003 or 4 on the Genesis. I didn't own a Genesis though. Like I actually played it via like another friend's house, I think. I don't even think this guy was like a friend, but just my dad had this one friend who had this one kid who had a Sega Genesis and was playing Sonic 2 on it. So, and then I just so happened to play Sonic 2. So yeah. And then sometime later I played another game called Sonic 1, and like that's Sonic 1 basically also for the Genesis, but it's how do I put it? It was like a two-parter because it was on a phone, by the way. Yeah, it was on a phone. And I think that I played like in 2005, I think. I don't think I played anything in 2006. I think in 2006 I started playing Smash Bros. Melee. And then I think around 2007 or 8 was when I played Sonic Riders. I think I say 2007 because I was playing this game. I could have sworn I remember playing this game sometime before Smash Brawl came out. And I think when I got this game, I did play through it and it was fun. But I was currently, I think, very, very hyped up for Smash Brawl that I kind of just forgot about this game's existence, sort of. So as a result, I kind of just left it on the sidelines until a few months after I played Smash Brawl. So when I came back to this game, it was actually pretty cool. And not to mention, I also finished watching like I think the entirety of the Sonic X anime too. So that kind of made me like even more like intrigued to play this game again because now that I watched the entire anime, now I can pretend that the events of the Sonic Riders game all happened right after Sonic X. Even though I think the anime, when aired in the US, I think it actually had some kind of like it kind of aired in 2005, and I think it ended in 2006. And I think when it ended, it was somewhere slightly past the release date of this game in the US. But the anime in Japanese was actually aired like as early as 2003 or 4. So I'm kind of trying to go by that timeline. Like I'm trying to pretend that even though the show was aired in 2005 to 6, that the events actually took place in 2003 to 4. So yeah. But anyways, enough of all that backstory about this game. It's because I just figured I like explain to you guys why I even play a Sonic game. Is because I did have a little bit of history with the character already, and Sonic Riders just happened to be another of those games that I happen to play that happens to be of Sonic the Hedgehog. So as you can see, right now we have no save files for this game. I actually did have one already, like I played through this game prior, but I decided to just start over again just to kind of show you guys how it would look if you guys were to get this game. And another thing that should be noted is that I actually am playing this game not on the GameCube, even though I do have the game on the GameCube. It's just that I decided to record this on an emulator just because it looks better on the emulator. I honestly did not want to do it on the emulator just because a lot of people have complained about it being kind of difficult to record off an emulator, especially if your computer really isn't powerful enough to run such a game on an emulator. So yeah, but like I tried it and everything seems to work fine. Like emulators have not been friendly with me throughout, like in history basically. I remember way back trying to use the Desmume emulator for DS games and it would always lag. The same could be said for the Citra emulator. Even though it didn't lag as much as Desmume, it still lagged like crazy, like whenever I didn't want it. And even right now with this emulator, when I tried the game out, it actually did kind of feel laggy in some parts. So you might see that still. But yeah, I just wanted to nonetheless still play this game because even though there could be some latency here and there, or well, it's not even latency, it's just lag, like frame drops and stuff like that. And even then, it's kind of sporadic. It just depends on how I play this game basically too. But yeah, so I think other than that, oh yeah, so the biggest reason why I also recorded this is just because, like I said, it just looks it looks better. Like the quality is better. I actually tried recording off my GameCube, and looking at the quality compared to that of the emulator, unfortunately the emulator just has better quality. And you know that I like to show my games in decent quality. They don't have to be perfect, because I know that this game has been recorded by other people as in resolutions as crazy as 4K, but honestly I don't really feel the need to go that far, honestly. And I think you don't even get to commentate if you try to record in 4K. I could be wrong though. Like, I think it is possible. It's just that I think you'll need a much more powerful PC or something for that. And I don't know if mine is capable for that, but I don't know. So yeah, we're just going with the standard high definition. Also, it should be noted that this game, its native resolution is not exactly 16 by 9 as you're seeing right here. It's actually 4 to 3, I believe, is the aspect ratio, which means this shit would be normally 480p or 480i depending on what you're playing it on. But yeah, in the emulator here though, I'm actually able to apply enhancements that make it look pretty good even in widescreen and in HD. So damn, the things that Dolphin can actually do. Yeah, by the way, that's the name of the emulator that I run, like that I use this game for, cause yeah. But yeah, so let's see, what was I doing? Oh yeah, just gonna play through the game, obviously. Just show you guys what it's all about. Like, you guys kind of already got a glimpse of what it is all about. It's just a racing game, honestly. But this game does have its own, like, it has a lot of modes, but it has a story mode as well, which is usually one of my favorite things about a lot of video games, is when they carry a story mode. Even if it's not like a lot, like there's more gameplay than actual like cutscenes and dialogue, it's still kind of interesting. Like, it gives the whole gameplay some kind of a purpose, besides just simply going around just playing normal races without any purpose whatsoever, unless you're just trying to pass the time or something, which is basically the case here. And for some reason this feels way too loud. Oh yeah, right, because I had this like, I had this high because I was actually listening to something earlier, but right now I'm doing this, so it would be nice to hear myself speak so that I know what the hell I'm saying. Otherwise I'd be lost just throwing all kinds of shit out of my anus, and that's not what I want. But anyway, so yeah, this game has a lot of modes. Obviously it has normal race, it has story mode, tag mode, survival mode. I actually haven't played all of these modes though. The ones that I've actually played the most are normal race and story mode. Normal race has the free race, like sub mode, I guess you can call it. I don't even know what you call it. And time attack and world grand prix. I think I've done free race and world grand prix, but I don't think I've ever done like time attack, where you just race by yourself and just try to beat your own time. That's something I kind of want to do though. So yeah, maybe we'll get into that sometime later, or maybe not. Maybe. Because here's the thing, I'm also considering streaming this game, but not necessarily for story modes, and this can actually be recorded in one sitting. You guys can just go back and watch it every time. Of course you will hear my my voice throughout the story mode, because you guys are going to be kind of hearing my perspective on anything. Or I could stay quiet and just actually let you guys hear, even though the audio won't be as loud, because I kind of don't want to be shifting the audio from high to low, because, you know, that can kind of, it can make things feel a little disruptive, I feel. But anyway, so yeah, we're gonna do story mode, and as you can see, here's the heroes mode. There is another mode that you get to play in the story mode, but you have to unlock it, and the way to unlock it is to beat the hero story mode here. And as you can see, like on the little screen on the right, there's like there's a few cutscenes you can actually explore when doing this story mode. And let me tell you, it's kind of cool. But here it goes. It should also be noted that this game is also really quick. Like, it's a story mode. Usually those take a long time to finish, but in this game, like, it's really dang quick.
That's really weird. It looks like something's jamming the radar.
Yeah, like right out of nowhere, these guys are already like doing a search for chaos emeralds, I believe. You know, kind of like what they usually do, honestly. Always searching for chaos emeralds, because they're always being put in positions where they have to basically do chaos control after collecting all 7 chaos emeralds. And usually after chaos control, they usually happen to, you know, like, they lose all chaos emeralds and they have to basically search for them again. That's kind of how it's always been for a lot of Sonic games. And not to mention the anime also did something similar, where they would always be put in these dire situations where they have to use chaos control to save the world and whatnot. But yeah, let me just say that this CGI like opening cutscene for this story mode is actually really damn good. Like, it looks so clean. Like, you can kind of like wonder why this game was never like remade into HD. This shit would look so damn fine. And let me tell you that this was all in 480p prior. But, you know, I'm just doing it in widescreen because it looks better. Because if you guys are watching this shit on like an HD TV or something, recording this in 480p would just not look that great, honestly. Because you'll always see black bars on the side, and I don't think that's what people want to see. You'll get the original aspect ratio of this game, but I mean, you won't get to see a lot. Whereas if you put it widescreen, yeah, everything will look a little stretched, but obviously you'll get to see everything in full screen and get clean shots like these. Oh yeah, and this is yeah, Sonic is like doing some racing stuff here with this new character that's like a hawk or something. His name is Jet, by the way. I just thought you ought to know that. Yeah. So they were like, I think, looking for Chaos Emeralds or something like that, and they ran into these guys because one of these guys had a Chaos Emerald, but they got away basically. And here's where basically this whole game starts basically. Yeah. Ho 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 ho. This guy's funny when he laughs. In the anime, he did not laugh like that though. He was like, it was so weird. Here he's just like ho ho ho, like if he were Santa Claus or some shit. By the way, crazy thing about this game, this entire game itself, the entire reason it exists is because Eggman was the one supposedly setting it up. At least from what I understand, he's the one that set it up, this whole World Grand Prix thing. Creating the racing aspect of the well, actually he didn't technically create the racing aspect. I think that was the Babylon Rogues who created Extreme Gear, I think. And then I think Eggman kind of just worked off of their I don't know what the hell you call it, what they do basically. He picked off of that and created the World Grand Prix, basically what I'm trying to say. I suck at explaining things, man. Just bear with me. Yeah, these are all descriptions of all these characters that are going to be in the World Grand Prix.
World Grand Prix, huh?
Yeah.
Let's do this.
Can I tell you that I love the voice for Sonic in this game? I think it was voiced by Jason Griffith. He does a really good job in this. In the Sonic X anime, I'll admit he kind of started off a little wonky, but kind of got better over time. This is supposedly, like, a lot of people, like, some people don't really like this kind of voice for Sonic the Hedgehog. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, this is the first track of the game, and let me tell you that the music for this game, like the tracks and whatnot, they're pretty damn cool. Oh, and there's like something over there that has 100 rings. You usually want to get those because the way this game works, notice all the rings that are there, and for some reason I was going through this flying thing because I thought I was using a flying character. It's because, fun fact, I actually like using flying characters in this game, whether it be Tails or anything else like that, but more on that later. For now, just know that I have to race these robots because Sonic just enlisted into this World Grand Prix, and now he's gonna try to like perform very well, which I'm not doing a good job at because I'm still kind of rusty on this game. Like, I played this game before showing this shit to you guys, but like I'm still kind of rusty. Like, I'm not really that good. Like, there's people who play this game a lot more proficiently than I do, and I'm just like one of those casuals basically. But this game is fun. I always loved playing this game, even though I wasn't that good on it. You see, and there it is. There's the 100 ringer. That's kind of what I wanted to do in the first place. So yeah, the goal here is to win between the top 3. Although that's not going to be like long-lived, because you're going to eventually have to be required to finish in first place only and only, because otherwise this shit would just be way too easy. Yeah, this game is relatively hard, like, at least kind of. It really just depends on how familiar you are with racing games, which I certainly was. Playing Mario Kart and Diddy Kong Racing, and then 1080 snowboarding, like, I was already familiar with the racing game concepts. Speaking of different racing games, again, I digressed, but remember the rings that I mentioned? Like, see all these rings that are lying? If you collect a certain amount of them, you get what they call these boosts. Like in Mario Kart 8, you can actually just simply collect coins and you'll just get like boosted speed or some shit like that. I don't know how it works, but supposedly you get more speed the more coins you collect. Well, in this case, you just have to collect a fixed amount of rings to actually get a specific level of boosting. Like, notice how fast I'm going right now with 248, 247 speed. Well, that's because I got the maximum amount of levels for speed boost, basically. There's, like, as you can see on the top left, I think it is. I don't know. I don't know my directions. But, yeah, right there, you can see the level that I'm at. I'm at level 3 right now. And I actually got like both second, because there's only 2 boosts you can actually get here. You can get level 2 and level 3, obviously. I think level 2 you get it with 30 rings, yeah, and the other one you get with 60 rings basically. From there you can get the most out of your extreme gear, like you get to go as fast as possible basically. There's ways to go even faster, but with different extreme gear, which is basically the board you're using. That's what extreme gear is in this game. You're gonna later get an explanation from Jet the Hawk, who is that bird character that you just saw earlier, the green one. But here we go. So we got that first track done, and there was a bit of lag here and there, but that kind of happens occasionally anyway. So it's like, what are we gonna do? So I'm playing it off an emulator for crying out loud, and that's probably the biggest trade-off if I want to get decent quality on these shits. But yeah, anyways, continue so we can see more cutscenes, because that's what story mode's all about.
Yeah, but what exactly is Eggman really after?
He's after all kinds of madnesses. Clearly the Chaos Emeralds, obviously.
Hey, Sonic!
Oh, look, it's Amy.
Huh? Amy?
Even in this racing game, Amy just can't stop following Sonic,
Don't tell
man.
me you've signed up too.
She signed up.
Of course,
You're gonna
it
say.
really looks exciting and fun. Why wouldn't I join?
That's what she says, but
And besides, this way, I'll be able to keep my eyes on you.
see,
Ugh.
she just can't get enough of it, man.
That mark.
That mark.
Uh-huh. I think it was on the boards of those guys we ran into in Future City.
So when he entered into the World Grand Prix, he got this board out of like by default, and it has that mark of the.
Mark of the Babylon Road.
Yeah,
A
that.
long time ago, there was a floating island known as Babylon Garden. Supposedly, robbers lived there.
Ooh, thieves.
According to rumors, this legendary band, the Babylon Rogues, were great thieves.
I've played this game several times, and every time I listen to the dialogue, I'm always like just invested. Like, geez, this is why I'm telling you that this game, at least in my opinion, it's a pretty interesting one.
And that the island was cast into the depths of the earth. After that, supposedly the Babylonians were then scattered for all time, never to be found. But they say that the Babylon Rogues' treasure still remains on that island, waiting to be discovered. There are also rumors that the Babylon Rogues...
I honestly don't know how accurate any of this history is, but it's a video game, so you might as well suspend your disbelief, because if you try to make any sense out of any of it, you're just gonna lose your mind, honestly. It's a video game, for crying out loud. These characters aren't even real to begin with, so trying to make any sort of like sense out of anything that's being said here for the story sake, you're just wasting your time. Also, it was funny when Knuckles was losing his mind because he wasn't understanding what Tails was talking about. But yeah.
Huh? That gear's unusual. Customized it myself.
This is Wave. She's supposed to be a techie geek, but she is kind of evil, I tells you.
I never imagined anyone would enter the race with such a piece of junk.
See what I tells you? She already messed up dissing Tails like that.
Thanks, though. It was good for a laugh. See ya.
Most savage character in this game? Probably.
Girl, who does she think she is?
Yeah, how can she just walk in and diss Tails?
Diss Tails.
And tinkering's all he's really good at, too.
Your boy mad. He really mad.
Next race is about to begin. Please come to the gate, participants.
Yeah, okay, so as you can see, all these cutscenes just progress through the story. Like, they kind of give some exposition throughout the story. Kind of, not too much. Some of them do, some of them don't. They're kind of hit and miss. But as the story progresses, you get to explore all these tracks, basically. And of course, this lag persists, but again, it's Dolphin. What the hell do you expect? And I think my computer is still not that great either, honestly, to be running this shit. I'm running this shit in 1080p for crying out loud, so it just makes sense that it'd be this way. But yeah, here, this is track 2 basically, and I'm actually going to be playing as Tails here, because Tails got triggered the fuck out of Wave. Because, like, she'd be talking smack of his extreme gear. Although I don't think it's his, I think it's actually Eggman's, since I think he was the one that gave it to Sonic, basically. But again, Tails was the one that customized it, or something. And for some reason I'm not boosting, I'm acting like this is a casual stroll by the park. It's because it's kind of hard for me to like try to like boost and then like say things at the same time. This game is just way too, I don't know, like too engaging, I guess. So it's kind of hard to play this, you know, proficiently. I guess this is why a lot of people who play this game and actually showcase it on YouTube, they don't really like talk because this game kind of requires you to be focused. Otherwise, you lose your mind. What are you talking about? I landed fine. Tails is actually one of the cool characters in this game, actually, too. He's a flying character and can go through those rings and take better shortcuts. Because I think the rail is not really that great. I think that's the one that uses it, like, for speed. Like, see these rings? These are... Oh, shit. For some reason, I couldn't fly there for some reason. What the hell? Yeah, usually those are all depending on the category of characters. Like, there's a speed character, and then there's a flying type character, and then there's a power character. Power characters can break through those ice glasses that you're seeing right there. Whereas, Tails can just go on those ramps and start flying on rings to hover over the entire track, basically. Sonic's case, like any speed character for that matter, they use these grinding rails, and damn it, I messed up just trying to show you people what the shit does. I just realized that I also don't have 100 rings. Damn it, now I was gonna say now I do, but I actually got 90 now. Yeah, so there's a limit actually to how many rings you can actually collect per track, and that's kind of like, it's kind of interesting, but at the same time it's kind of like unfortunate, and you're gonna find out after this this whole thing why. But yeah, okay, now we got 100 rings. We're racing through this track and whatnot. Yeah, this is kind of interesting, playing this game after playing a lot of Pokemon. But again, the reason why is just because lately I've just not been having the best time of my life, and honestly, this game was actually really fun, so... Sure did, Tails, sure did. But yeah, like, I just haven't been having the best time of my life, like, both in the gaming community and IRL, because IRL, like, goddamn, man, it's a living hell, but what are we gonna do? That's just how it is sometimes. So I decided, now that I don't have anything to do, like, I can't even do any draft leagues at the moment just because there's hardly any opportunities, but yeah, I just decided to take my time and just play this game, because this game was pretty fun, and I figured why not show it to anyone who happens to follow me, and maybe even like call out the people who happen to be a fan of this game, because again, not a whole lot of people seem to really care about this game too much. I never see this game ranked amongst the worst or even the best. It's just kind of in the middle, and therefore not a whole lot of people talk about it. But there's a lot of footage for this game actually, but a lot of them usually don't have people talking, just because, again, I think it's probably because it requires a lot of focus to even play this game proficiently. Usually a lot of people want to show off how well they play, and the only way to do that is by focusing, which in most cases can require not talking unless you're versatile. But anyways, digression aside, let's progress. Now we get to the next cutscene with Knuckles here. First we got Sonic, then we got Tails, now we got Knuckles. Knuckles is walking around this this lava place. Looks like a layer of Eggmans, honestly, but you know.
Oh, it's you.
Bumps in. Make sure to pay you back for this. What he means by that is when Knuckles gave him that swing over there in Future City.
I'll pay you back tenfold now.
Your voice is funny.
Sorry.
Jeez. At least Knuckles has some manners.
Clumsy fool. Was that supposed to be some kind of punch? Nice try, buddy.
Yeah, you tell him, Knuckles.
Sorry there. It wasn't my fault. If he hadn't jumped out of the way just now, I would have clobbered.
It's clobbering time.
What?
I don't know why that reminded me of that, but he.
Race is about to start. All participants, please get to your positions now.
Isn't this stage kind of hazardous?
The track then. We'll settle this there. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, but this is Storm. So now I have to beat Storm, and because of that, now I actually have to finish in first place rather than third place. So already in this story mode, we're already having to, like, it gets kind of harder. And now we're going up against a different character too. Like in the first two tracks, we had to go up against just nothing but robots, but here we have to go up against Storm. Yeah, give him the whooping. And damn it, I didn't jump very well there. Oh. This fuck. It's hard to focus. I could play decently, but not like this clunky either. Or maybe I've always played this clunky. What the hell am I saying? I'm probably lying to myself. Yeah. And I'm third. Like, what the hell? What the hell's going on here, bro? Oh my god. This is all just to beat freaking Storm. This is a shortcut, I gotta take advantage of it. But I lost a lot of fucking air because for some reason power type characters seem to lose a lot of air very quickly. It's like they can't stand the air. And therefore they have to rely on their power to whoop ass. But I ain't letting that get in my way. Yeah, I have to smack robots because Knuckles is a power type character. The way he gets air in this game is by smacking other robots or collecting these air containers. Oh shit, I got hit by that stupid fucking E10,000 thing in the bobber. That's what they're called, by the way. It doesn't say it in the game, but it does once you unlock the character because it is a hidden character. But it's a very obvious one because it's already visual here. Or visible, yeah. Visual. Visible, stupid. I'm still first despite getting attacked by these damn things. Because usually if you get attacked by any of these like opponents, you usually end up getting left behind. But I'm still doing alright. I'm still holding my ground. No punks are gonna get in my way. But geez, this game is really hard to play and narrate at the same time. I guess this is why it's easy for me to do with Pokemon, because Pokemon you just simply have to be there and just press buttons and guess. Pokemon is basically a guessing game, but this game you have to actually like focus where you're coordinating yourself, where you're directing yourself at, because if not you can end up like screwing yourself over, and then because it's a racing game you're just gonna get left behind and you're just gonna be last, basically all I can say. But yeah, this game, like I said though, it's a pretty fun game though. I can get kind of mad when I lose to AIs because that's basically all I can actually play against in this game, just AIs, unless my siblings want to play. But truth be told, I am kind of better, honestly, at this game just because I play this game a lot more than they do. So yeah, because my siblings are not really all about video games, at least not the games I play anyway. They only play whenever they got really like nothing to do. But yeah, here, by the way, I never talked about the fuel system of this game, right? So these boards, they have like a fuel system called like air, basically. Like it's air, it's not gasoline or anything like that, it's just air. You have to collect rings to boost your like boosting level or something, and like that it fills up your entire air tank again. And if you get more rings, you get like a maximum air bar, so you can hold more air. But when you run out of air, you have to go by those air pits that you see occasionally. I don't even think I've pointed out what they are. I'll try to show them in the next race here after we watch this cutscene, and for some reason I still feel hunched over. But yeah, it's because I don't want to sound too low, but maybe I sound high as it is anyway. Okay, but this is Sonic. Already we're in the semifinals. How do you like that? This is supposed to be like a tournament of sorts. At least the story mode is. Oh no, wait, it's the World Grand Prix actually, but in story form.
Not very impressive for someone of your reputation.
Here comes the badassery of Jet the Hawk.
You know, I've checked you out actually. Not bad. I admit you're pretty fast on your feet. But here, it's a whole different story when riding with extreme gear. You see, to be the fastest on a gear, you have to become one.
See, this is what gave the whole game a story, basically. Like, Sonic is this character that can run so fast that he doesn't need anything like extreme gear to actually compete with anybody. But for the sake of the story, Sonic is basically relegated to using a extreme gear.
Well, I don't think he's all talk, you know.
'Cause he ain't.
I better be on my toes during this competition.
And to be fair, Sonic just learned how to do all that boarding shit in a matter of minutes, so it's like, even if Jet is better, I'm pretty convinced Sonic could catch up to his skill curve in a matter of maybe days or something.
Hey, Tails.
Not really. He actually does it much faster than that, actually.
Yeah, but she has a point. She's a really brilliant mecha mechanic.
You know what's funny? He didn't even bring up Wave before mentioning her.
I'll unlock the secret of the extreme gears for us.
No problem, Tails. I like Tails for some reason. Like he's just like the MVP. Like he does everything for the sake of Sonic, man. That's a real friend right there, honestly. Okay, so in this race we have to finish first this time, unlike in the last time we played Tails. We have to actually be within the top 3. But here, because Wave is here, we have to whoop her ass here. And this is supposed to be the semi-final race too, honestly. Oh, and I keep thinking I have a speed character. Like, jeez, this game kind of confuses me sometimes when I use a different character. That's why I usually stick to one. because playing different characters is usually like, it's hard for me. Also, Tails looks pretty damn awesome with that damn power cord, electrocuting the hell out of anyone who gets his way. Gets in his way, not gets his way. What the hell am I talking about? Okay, but Wave is right up there, and I gotta watch out because if she attacks me, we're kind of in trouble. And I couldn't get that. Oh god. God. Get. Yeah, Wave is actually kind of fast here. Running out of air. Oh, get her out of the way. How did she get ahead even though I attacked her? Okay, this battle's kind this race is kind of close, cause Wave is also like, you know, she's also an expert at this shit. Tails is just an amateur. I can fly up here though, so I'm Gucci. She didn't use this route, even though she can, cause I think she's a flying character too. I definitely know she's a flying character. I say I think as if I didn't know, but I actually know. It's cause I'm used to saying I think a lot. I like how he swings that, and God, I messed that up. I wanted to say that I like how he swings that cord around too when he gets the next boost, the level for boosting. Like, hold on, look how he fiddles it. This man looks like one of those people who do like rodeo and shit like that. And damn it, I hate when I like brake instead of actually drift. I'm actually doing pretty good for someone. Well, maybe not like, okay, I'm doing well performance wise, but like proficient wise, I'm actually kind of still clunky, I'll admit. It's because again, I'm not used to talking and then playing this game at the same time, unless I'm playing with anybody like somebody else, but that's kind of hardly the case, honestly. But geez, I think there we go. I think right there we win. Ha, no kidding. But that's Tails for you, with that perseverance. And as you can see, Wave was just a second, bro. Like, she was right up my alley. Man, this game actually makes me sweat. It's actually crazy. It's because it's so engaging. But yeah. But notice how quickly this game is progressing. It's only been, well, 30 minutes, but it's mostly because some of this shit has just been nothing but me talking. But I think it's been around like only 20 minutes. Final stage already. You see that? Fast, man, fast. But here we go. Oh, I wonder who would win. Yeah, Amy got eliminated. She probably got her ass beat by Wave. Cause, you know, reasons. Then there's Jet like, I don't need no love interest.
And now it's time for the final event. And it's set here in San Ruin.
I love how Eggman is portrayed in this game, as well as in the anime. The guy who voices him is Mike Pollock, and let me tell you, he does a very, very good job. And shout out to this guy for still being able to voice Eggman to this day, actually, in 2019. Because apparently the ones who voiced like the characters like Sonic, Tails, and all them, they got replaced way back in 2010. But Mike Pollock still was around, and is still around right now. Which in my opinion, it makes him hella legendary. Because you can still feel like that's like the one piece of history still left. I don't know how to explain it, but you know what I mean. Or maybe not, but you know, again, I don't know how to explain things. I'm terrible at that. Anyway, so this is the last race. We have to beat Jet in this one, so we have to win first again. Winning first here consistently is kind of a tall order, kinda. Again, it just depends on how well you're already at this game. If you're still kind of like struggling, and damn it, I hit the freaking electrical thing. That was not part of the plan at all. But I think I can catch up. And damn it, I hit those. Oof. Okay, I better not go. And of course, this turbulence didn't let me go to where I needed to go to. I was trying to go on those rails because those things actually give you a lot of speed, but this man got in the way. I'm gonna try to go on that rail here. Oof. And I missed, and I fall down into the dips, into the pit of nothingness. Jeez, am I gonna lose this? I could, honestly. Trying to talk and then do this shit is kind of hard, honestly. And I already lost a lot of air. Oh yeah, speaking of which, if you also lose air and can't get like any like rings or any air containers, you can go into those pits. But that'll actually cost you like progress, and in other words, other opponents will get ahead of you pretty easily. Sorry, Tails, but I had to attack you for the sake of getting past Jet, because this man is kind of like beating the hell out of me right now. Oh my god, no, I messed up here. Yeah, I was afraid of that. Now I'm way behind. Like, way behind. It ain't even funny. And I couldn't get the... Oh my god, that's terrible. I might actually lose this one. Holy shit. Bruh. It's because, dude, and I'm losing a lot of air really quickly. Okay, sorry, Knuckles, but I kind of gotta go really quick. And I fall down here again. God damn, bro. I think this slows you down. I could be wrong, though. Okay, thank goodness for the instant boost, because I'm gonna need all the boost in the world. Jeez, but I think Jet is like miles ahead of me. Get it? Because Tails. Okay, come on, hurry up. Oh yeah, by the way, the sound of these sticks are gonna be prevalent in this throughout the series, just because, yeah, it's just that way. Damn it! I was trying not to get into that because that would actually slow you down. I need to get past Jet. Tell me I don't get out of there, because geez, that'll make things a lot worse. I was about to miss that rail. God damn. Okay, I need to get past Jet, because Jet is the real obstacle here. I need to get out of here, because this man is about to get at me. And I messed up here. Damn. Ah, I can't see nothing. I'm terrible at this. Oh my god. Oh my god, he got me. Gotta hurry up. Oof, oof. Fucking Jet. He almost beat my ass. Jeez, I was about to lose that shit. When I play this like by myself and not doing these narrations, I'm actually pretty decent, I'd say, at least. But damn, when doing both, it's actually a mission and a half. I even fell down a few times. Oh yeah, this is why Wave is evil, by the way. Look at this cheater bitch doing this shit to Sonic, man. Not cool, bruh. And as a result, Jet wins, but only because freaking Wave got in the way. I'll admit, if this kind of shit was done to me, I would get super damn pissed.
The dirt suits you so well.
Cállese vos. Yeah, I'd be that way too. I'd be like, God. Even though I don't even think he knew that he was cheated that way, honestly. I don't know. It doesn't say that whether or not he suspects that he cheated or not, but yeah. Either way, we saw it, and I sure as heck didn't feel too good about it at the time when I saw this. But yeah, because he quote-unquote won this World Grand Prix, he now gets to take all the Chaos Emeralds. And then here we get another like non-in-game cutscene here, where the original CGI is shown. And with these Chaos Emeralds, he's going to unlock a new place here, which is essentially the Babylon Garden. That whole that floating island that they were talking about earlier, where there's supposedly treasure. They're gonna go here. And as you can see, it's pretty grander. You know what I like about recording this thing on the emulator is that there's no dithering, which is another reason why I want to play. Like right here, there would be a lot of dithering here when recording on the GameCube, but on the emulator, like most of that dithering is really out of the way.
This is Babylon Garden.
Babylon Garden, you have a funny voice. But what are you gonna do? Oh yeah, so Eggman is kind of a prick because he kind of ignores everything that's going on in the World Grand Prix and just kind of takes the freaking all the Chaos Emeralds in front of everybody. Like this man is crazy, man. Tails, yeah, he going after Eggman now. I like how the crowds are still like cheering though, like despite all the shit that just happened right now. But that just be sometimes. Tails riding on the, I guess that's the tornado still. But there's Eggman riding on his motorcycle, and he looked funny for some reason.
Wait, Sonic, use this!
Say hello to the another customized gear from Tails.
What is it?
It's a new gear I prepped up just in case something like this happens.
Thinking ahead, Tails? Thanks.
Yeah. Ahead, Tails, get it? Ahead, Tails. He's got a head for every tail that he has. I don't know, some shit like that.
Jet.
Terrible with these jokes, but I was never a comedian to begin with.
You can't catch
Okay,
up
so
with
this
your
is a weird part of the
computer,
story
my
here. You have to basically catch up to Eggman, but before that, you have to kind of settle a score with Jet here.
Look at this.
And in the process, we have to kind of like race him once more here in Babylon Garden. So this is a post-World Grand Prix track here. We have to beat Jet for reals this time. And we're going to do it here in Babylon Garden. Basically, Jet's turf, kind of, honestly. Since he's the one closely associated to Babylon Garden. Here we go. Eggman robots are here to kind of like prevent anybody from crossing Eggman's way, I can only assume. Because why else would these things even be here? This would usually just be a race between me and Jet. But alas, these robots are here to soil the fun or something. I don't know. It's not even fun, honestly. This is the part of the story where it gets kind of serious. It's not about competition anymore. It's about catching up to Eggman and preventing him from stealing the treasure from Babylon. But in the meantime, we have to deal with Jet because Jet kind of cheated and Sonic needs to redeem himself. By the way, if you're not familiar with this track, you're gonna have a really hard time getting across it. I'm doing pretty decently because I've already played through this game before and I actually kind of remember how a lot of these tracks roll. And let me tell you, it takes a lot of skill to get around it. At least this one. Although the other ones can be a bit of a pain too. You saw how I was struggling with some of these. Especially keeping on with some characters in the game. In the races. Also, depending on how you progress through this as well with timing your jumps on those ramps, you can also get like better quote-unquote shortcuts. I don't even know if they are shortcuts, but they seem to make the progress a lot faster. And Jet's right there, man. Oh shit, and I was about to get off the ramp and that would have just slowed me down big time. And he's somehow way ahead of me, like holy shit, how the hell? Like Jet is one tough ass cookie here. And running out of gas as always. I like the music for this track actually, and in fact it's probably one of my favorites in this game, yeah. Like when it comes to racetracks, I'd say, yeah. Cause it just has a lot of energy. But damn, Jet is so, look at this. He's outspeeding me when he's somehow, and he's not even boosting. Like how does that even work? But damn. We have to like hurry the hell up. For some reason I don't remember this being this hard, but maybe again it's because I'm talking way too much. Look at that. Look how quickly he gets ahead of me, like bro. Is he even boosting? Did he even get like multiple boosts like I did? Oh, and I gotta watch out. I better not fall out of there. I gotta hurry up. Yeah, because this guy's getting way too ahead of me, like way too quickly. Like I don't even know how the hell he does it, but he's getting way ahead of me. Or he's catching up to me really quick. Like jeez, look at that. He's already like, actually I don't even know if it's even a shortcut honestly when I went through that rail. Supposedly it is. Makes like dealing with those turns a lot less hazardous, or yeah, hazardous because it makes you fall off. Okay, but at least I win. Whee! Damn. Jet was kind of giving me a run for my money there. I'll admit. But then again, he was giving me a run for my money earlier too in the sand ruins. But you know, he kind of cheated. Unless that whole shit was premeditated by Wave and Wave only, because Jet was kind of acting like he wasn't gonna win over there earlier, honestly. Yeah, so yeah. But let's see. Continue. Yeah. I'm all like, what the hell do I do now? Oh yeah, we have to continue. See, there's even a finish line here somehow. It's like we had to basically settle the score by racing each other before catching up to Eggman. But they are both fast, so I guess that's why. You realized you done goofed, bro. Here's where Sonic comes after Eggman to prevent him from stealing the treasure and whatnot. I think this is a weird scenario because, like, what is he gonna do with Amy anyway? Toss her at him? It's not like he has a gun or anything. Although the Chaos Emeralds can be too powerful, he could probably use it against her, I don't know. Either way, he disappeared. And he's doing that tornado thing, which, by the way, I didn't actually mention in this portion of the game. But that's actually a mechanic too. You can create a tornado and throw your opponents off in the races. I like how he just sits there and watch. Like, hey man, aren't you the smartest man in the world? Given that you have that IQ of 300 after all.
What? I lost. So don't play games with me. I don't want your pity, nor do I need it.
This is why I like Jet. He's like one of those people who is at least dignified. Like he admits that he's lost. But as you can see, Wave is like, I don't give a fuck. They don't want it, let's just take it. Like, jeez, this is why Wave in this game, she's like the biggest villain in this game.
I think it's time to leave now. Tails?
Yeah. Sonic!
Ooh, somebody's busted.
Amy?
How could you dive into Eggman knowing I was there?
Well,
That is an interesting question. Why did he do that? When he could have done anything but what he did, honestly. I don't know, maybe I don't know any better. You're Sonic, you can just like spin dash away. But I guess he just likes to play funny with Amy anyway. I don't know. So yeah, that's gonna be it for the Heroes mode of the story here. Or story mode. If you're wondering what the hell is going to go on with the Treasure of Babylon, that's actually going to be a to be continued. Just like the anime, no? There's always a to be continued. But yeah, that's going to be the whole... but this is part 1 basically. Like, this is the first part of the story mode. I guess you can argue that this is kind of like the easy mode, but not really. And you're going to find out when I actually get to the other part of the story basically. I like how this credits gives you like a lot of flashbacks of what you did earlier, getting through all these tracks and whatnot, traversing. Reminds you of all the adversities you'd have to go through. It's also reminiscent of Brawl's credit scene too, honestly, where they give you flashbacks of where you used to go through and all that stuff throughout the adventure mode there. Which is why this game feels a lot bigger than what it actually is, cause. Well, I think it also helps because there was also a lot of like CG cutscenes and whatnot and dialogue. Dialogue that was provided by the voice actors who provided the voices for the anime, by the way. The English dub, by the way, because, you know, everybody has their opinions about the English voice actors and the Japanese. But honestly, I've been too lazy to actually listen to the Japanese voice performances just because, you know, I don't really like reading subtitles. That gets kind of boring in my opinion. I'm here to watch cartoons, not freaking, not read text, honestly. But if you can see right here, yes, you can see right here, all of the English voices from the anime are actually present. It's crazy. Like, it almost feels unreal because usually when it comes to video games, there's always a different performer for the video games and then one for the official television series. But in this game, they actually went with the ones from the official television series, at least from the Sonic X anime, which is actually kind of interesting once again. Because they're going from the anime world to the CG world, and that's kind of interesting. They almost don't even feel like the same characters until you slap the voices onto them. The same voices from the anime, that is. But again, that's just the way I see it. I know, honestly, like anyone else can have a different point of view. Whew. But yeah, anyway, so that's gonna be the whole thing. This was actually a fun session. Like I said, I might actually record the other part, but sometime later, like when I have time, and when also you know, I feel like it. But I just wanted to show this to you guys because honestly, for one thing, I wanted to call out any fans of this game, honestly, and kind of like say, hey, I'm also a fan of this game if you guys didn't know. So yeah, just thought I'd let you know that I can also play this game and like this game. And if like Sonic Riders gets like another game for like the Switch or something, I'd buy it, and I'd be more than willing to add anybody. But yeah, so anyways, as you can see right here, we actually got the skate type extreme gear added. Like when you beat the heroes mode, there's a lot of stuff you unlock. There's the skate type gear. You unlock the mission mode, which is a new mode that you actually get in this game, and it's an additional mode to all the ones that I've shown you earlier, honestly. Storm's missions, I'll get into those in like maybe after the other part of the story mode, but for now we'll kind of leave it at that. Babylon Garden track unlocked. That's the one that we raced Jet in for the last time. Cream character unlocked. If you guys don't know who Cream is, she's a character from the Sonic X anime. Rouge character, same thing. Sonic X character. Shadow. Who doesn't know who Shadow is, honestly? Shadow's like the best character out there, honestly. Opening added to the theater and extras mode. This is the one thing I don't like. Insert added to the theater and extras mode. I'll talk about that in a bit. But you got the new extreme gear Blue Star 2, which is the one that Tails gave you right there before racing Jet again in Babylon Garden. Extreme gear Darkness, that's for Shadow, I guess. Okay, and Babylon mode has been added to story mode. Yeah, so that's the other part of the story mode that I had to play if I want to get to that one ending where, you know, they get into the Babylon treasure and whatnot. And it is going to be different, believe it or not. Although it's technically still the same story, but just told in from a different perspective. But again, we're going to get into that in another session, because right now we're already over 50 minutes. And it's like, holy shit. I didn't even think we'd actually get that far. But yeah, it's because probably I was talking too much, honestly. Because when I first played through this game, I just zippity-doo-dah the whole thing. And I think I beat this like in less than 20 minutes or maybe more. But definitely not 50 minutes. But yeah, so that's gonna be it. I guess I can kind of briefly show you some of the characters that I just unlocked right now. Just briefly, like I'm just gonna show you right here. These are the characters that you start off the game with. There's another one right here, but the ones that we unlocked right now are Cream, Rouge, and Shadow. And let me tell you that besides Sonic and Jet, there was also I think it was Tails. I don't remember who was that third character I used to play a lot when I played this game. I think it was Tails though. There's also Cream. Like she's like I think the only hidden character that I actually like playing as. But yeah, and there's a few other characters that you can unlock here, but again, you kind of have to get more into the game and play like more modes and whatnot to actually unlock them all. And yeah, there's also the shop where you can actually buy extreme gear with the rings that you collected, as you can see on the top right. The question is, do you have anything? I do have enough for like the beginner and all that, but there's still a few other ones here that supposedly have more optimized performances, but I'm actually gonna save up for that instead of spending gear. But just know that with the rings that you have collected, you can actually buy new gears here. But if you want like the very, very good ones, you'll have to save up on a lot of rings. As you can see on the descriptions of every gear shown here, there's a specific amount of rings you have to collect in order to actually, you know, purchase it. But yeah, that's something that you can only get like once you had a lot of rings. But right now I don't really have a lot since I started a new game, but I figured I'd show you guys that. But yeah, anyways, enough of my talking. Thank you all for watching at least this first session of Sonic Riders. Again, I had fun doing this, and I actually wanted to showcase it on my channel. So if you liked it, good for you. If you didn't, I'm sorry. Simply don't watch. But anyways, I'll catch you guys for another video or something like that. For now, just take it easy and have yourselves a damn good one.